Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And his first look is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. He certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 8-6 the score after 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice.
Hurts fumbles it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Off play action, Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles!
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is Smith with a grab. He will have the conversion and more than that. Down to the 10. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pickett to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown! George Pickens. 41 yards. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Steps away. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Here's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. He's got Smith here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside.